What up guys, Dre here, and Black Friday is also here, and today I'm here to tell you about the best bang for your buck, the Shehds GalaxyJet 3-in-1 300 watt mover. So today I'm going to get into its capabilities as well as a side-by-side comparison to compare it against other big names in the industry that are more and more expensive. You're talking $5,000–$6,000 a light. Now before I get into the comparison, let's talk about some of the specs this big light has here. Now this is a 3-in-1, a beam, a spot, a wash. Hybrids are the way to go and they're well worth your money. Now this is Shehds' flagship light, and this build quality is something I have never seen before from Shehds. Let me say the build quality is next level. It is way more robust and way more professional than things I've seen in the past. For a quick reference, here is the 7R from Shehds, and you can kind of get a good side-by-side comparison here. Now right off the bat, you can already notice that the professional GalaxyJet line is just a lot more bigger, made for that concert level, that festival style feel. You can even see on camera, you could probably notice the build quality here. You can see that this is like more of a plasticky, almost toy-like, but it's not. It is very good. I love this light. You guys have seen this light. But you can see this has like that matte finish. It's just a lot more sturdier, and this coating that it has is also going to help with the heat as opposed to this one. And again, this one has 300 watts, which is crazy amount of power, and I think it goes up to about a 400 watt power consumption actually, but 300 watts of actual lighting power. You have sharp beams, beautiful washes, and beautiful spots as well. This has about 9 colors plus the open white, so about 10 different colors. And it also has 7 different gobos, and it is an absolute beast. I wish I would have 2 of these to really showcase how great and powerful these are, but I'll do my best to show you a little bit today. Okay, now let's compare how this fares up against a world-class light, something like a ROBE PAINTE, which is gonna cost you thousands of dollars just for one light. You're talking $5,000 plus or so for one light in a similar manner to this. Now those lights from ROBE are world-class. They are known for big productions, but can the Shehds keep up? Let's find out. So first up in functionality, this is a 3-in-1. Again, we mentioned it's a beam, a spot, and a wash. Now in comparison to a $5,000 plus ROBE light, where that is just a spot. It doesn't have that wash effect that this one can produce. It also doesn't have all the gobos. So this light right here could already do a much more functionality as opposed to a $5,000 light that can do just one thing. Now let's talk about power consumption. As far as actual power consumption, this will take in about 400 watts of actual power consumption versus the ROBE, which is about 440 watts, draws a little bit more power. So as far as power consumption, if you're on a tight, couple outlets here and there, this is going to be a little better for you. Now when I got this light, I couldn't believe how heavy this actual big light is. I mean, it is pretty substantial, coming in at about 30 pounds. Now that is pretty heavy, and I really wasn't used to it, but I guess, if you have so many capabilities, so many functions, it's gonna have that quality feel at 30 pounds. Very sturdy. Online, I was able to see that the ROBE was about 40 pounds. So again, this is a little bit lighter, gonna give you a little more flexibility when it comes to production. Now, one thing I noted that this light had really big feet here at the bottom. And I always wondered, why does it have such large feet, for this fixture? Well, come to find out, well, this is why, in a very cool feature. So Shehds gives you built-in hooks for your trussing, which is amazing. You could easily hang that nice and sturdy, and they didn't cheap out on the clips. They gave you nice ones that can spring load and really clamp down which you want. So fantastic here. That is a really cool move, and maybe other lights should consider doing the same. All right, now let's talk the lux and lumens of these bright lights here. Now the GalaxyJet has a nice punchy type beam, which comes in at about 55,000 lux, whereas I looked online and the ROBE comes in at about 24,000 lux. Now a light could have a lot of lumens, but if the beam is really wide, then it's not gonna really hit like you want it to, and that's where lux comes in. A tighter the beam, that means it's gonna have higher lux to really give you those sharp looks. So if you want a really nice, tight, punchy beam, look for lights that have high lux, just like this light here. All right, now let's go take you outside to show you some of its capabilities, and then we'll get into some final thoughts.
So here's that nice narrow beam. We don't even need haze in the air. This light is that powerful. There is a little bit of a mist in the air. It's a little cold out tonight, but look at that, that's beautiful right there. Again, so here's the spot. Look how big that spot is. That is so cool right there. Huge spot. Now here it is as a wash. As you can see, it's washing out my entire backyard, which is crazy work, that you can go from this wide of coverage wash all the way to that narrow beam to the spot. This is absolutely cool. Now here you are with the prism. That's crazy work right there. It's practically a wash with that giant prism. That's pretty dope right there. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's a crazy type of just unique look, and I love the way it's just throwing out the light that way. It's transitioning from light to light like in a wave. Just absolutely insane. This light is crazy. Okay, so now I have it more of like the tighter beam, and you can kind of see the gobos a little better this way. You have the reflection in the water, so sorry about that. That's what it looks like. There's two of them, but you can kind of see now what's going on a little better when the beams are like super tight like this. Whoa. Super cool. Kind of running through all the gobos there in different colors. And then for fun, guys, I'm just kind of shooting it way up in the sky, just for shits and giggles. It's way up there. That's super cool. Crazy thick beam. Look at that right there.
So all in all, if you're a guy who likes to have the best of the best, top of the line, this is it. It's one of those things that you just have to see and feel in person to really understand what I'm trying to convey to you here on the screen. It's another level of quality in compared to its other models. So in comparison to a $5,000 light, this is what you're looking at. But at a fraction of the price for like $500 to $600, that is a lot better than paying for, thousands of dollars for a light. So if you're a DJ or a small production company looking to level up your events, this is a no-brainer to me. This gives you access to big concert level types of looks that used to be only reserved for the big dogs. If you want to check out the GalaxyJet, I dropped a link in the description. You can take a look there. Shehds is running a Black Friday sale, and I'm sure it'll probably continue something on for Christmas and things like that. So be on the lookout so you can cop this light on the low and get a huge bang for your buck. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one, and remember, don't just watch the party, be the party. Peace.